Hey folks, I'm Rob.
And I'm Nathan.
And we are
Two Guys in a Ride.
And today we are at the Shed in beautiful War Road, Minnesota.
Now the Shed is a private collection of 90 plus classic and unique cars that's open to the public and owned by Bob Marvin. And if you want to visit, we've listed their contact information in the description below the video. Well, what do you say, Rob?
Oh, I say,
let's go for a ride. Hi folks, I'm Nathan with Two Guys in a Ride, and today we are out here with another beautiful car from the Shed in War Road, Minnesota, one of Bob Marvin's collections, and we're here with Rick. Rick, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for being here.
What do we have sitting in front of us here?
We got a 69 Plymouth GTX HEMI, one of 16 built with a HEMI. 5 of these were exported into Canada, and yes, this one was sold out of Edmonton, Alberta.
Okay, and then obviously re-imported back.
Yeah.
So, wow, one of how many? One of 16 made?
Right. And 5 were exported into Canada.
And then so this is one of those 5.
Yes, sir. And the dealer's badging is still on the trunk lid.
Let's start up here in the front. I noticed the rims.
Right.
Quite unusual. What are these rims?
They are magnesium wheels, and what I've been told, eventually the lug nut holes would egg shape out, so they were only out, to my understanding, for a very short period of time.
Okay, so another unique thing about it, and you still have them, and they haven't egg shaped out yet.
Not that I'm aware of.
Hey, we made it this far today, didn't we?
You're darn right we did.
So, underneath the hood here, you've got a Hemi. Let's take a look at it.
A twist of my arm.
Oh, wow. Look at the size of those heads.
Big time.
Man, those are massive.
So, yeah.
So, what size was the engine?
426 Hemi.
It was a 426 Hemi.
With 2 4-barrels.
2 4-barrels.
Oh, you want to get there quick, don't
you? Man. And then, of course, you had the air grabber unit.
Right.
On the top, and we'll show you an overlay picture of the air intake on the front.
Right.
Okay? And you had, now interesting, the engine part is orange.
Correct.
Is that typical for Plymouth? Because we see it in Chevys.
Yes. I couldn't tell you which time frame from when to when they started or stopped, but I have seen a couple of this generation with that color
with
block.
That color in them. Okay. If you happen to know the answer to that question, leave a comment down below. We'd love to know. I love the intricate design of the air grabber because the air intakes are sitting flat on top of the hood.
Yes, sir.
And instead of sitting out in front where the air comes right into it. So that would then essentially take all the air, and that would seal to this black piece. Right. And then so it would suck it all right in.
Yeah, seal cavity basically.
Man.
Yeah, you're right on.
Boy, those heads are just so big that compared to what we're used to looking at. Man alive.
And I tell you, the weight on them is about like what you're looking at.
Oh, I'm sure. All right, so looking at just from the front here, Rick.
Yes.
I'm not seeing any power steering.
You're absolutely right there.
No power brakes.
No. But you do.
No air conditioning, of course.
Nothing.
You had the top down. You didn't need it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Man. And how many miles does this have on it?
I believe it's right around 16,000.
16,000?
I believe it is.
Since restoration?
Yeah.
Or is that actually original?
I can't say.
Not sure. Okay,
not
so
sure.
We know it's at least 16,000 since restoration, if not total.
Right.
It's not unheard of.
Either way, you're right.
But man, what a beautiful job they did restoring. I love the GTX badging here in the front.
It's deep.
With the red, insert line going around there.
Break it up a little bit for you.
Yeah, and then the big open, sort of grill. They kind of went away from the big chrome grills.
More condensed.
Yep. Then, of course, you had your dual headlights. You got your turn signals down below, the big chrome bumper.
And you do have the blinker indicators up on the fender too, so if your switch wasn't working, so you're not driving all day with your right-hand blinker on, at least you got a little indicator, you know, hey, we got an issue here.
Right. All right, now part of the GTX package was the striping, the black stripes. Is this a paint or a decal?
I'm going to say it's probably a decal.
Yeah, I kind of feel, okay, yeah, you can feel an edge right there, so it's a decal, but I love that black and green look.
Yeah.
It's just a sharp look along, and then you put the orange for the air intake.
Yeah, you couldn't draw a picture any beautifuler.
I tell you what, that's just gorgeous. And then, of course, the Hemi on the side,
yeah,
which is beautiful. All right, let's step to the side here a minute.
Sure.
Now, like some other cars, you know, in this era, you know, you had one mirror on the driver's side.
Yeah.
But you've got good, solid, you know, chromed handles. When you close the door, you get that solid thunk.
You can hear that.
Oh, yeah. I love the GTX badging on the side back here. And then, you know, on the rocker panels here, it's just, you know, I love that black all the way. And it goes from the front fender all the way to the back fender.
Right.
And then the beautiful red pinstriping. Now, you got some unique tires on here with that red circle around it.
Yeah, the red wall tires.
The red wall tires. Those can't be easy to find nowadays.
No, there is some tire companies where you can still get...
you still get a reproduction version of them? Man, they are sharp looking.
Yeah.
They look sharp, though.
Big time.
With that red line. You know, it's almost like the same thickness, too.
Yeah.
On there, which is interesting. And I love the back line right here. You got a couple of them. You've got the top and the crease, and then you've got this part that starts right here and travels, and then kind of fades out at the back area.
Kind of scalloped in there.
Yeah, that just looks really nice. And then you kind of got a matching one in the front fender.
And the doors.
You know, that matches the side one that goes out. It just looks really, really sharp. Just adds a little bit to the car.
Again, puts some identification to it.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, in the back right here, you sort of have a replica of the front grille in a way. You don't have, of course, the lines.
True.
You know, it's about the same width as the front grille. You got the GTX in the middle, and then you, of course, got the red around on the inside of the chrome.
Yeah.
On either side of the GTX, are those lights, or are they just blacked out?
Just blacked out there.
All right.
And you do have the silver tip ends on your exhaust pipes.
Oh, yeah. And what a good sound it makes.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes,
boy.
It does.
You got the Hemi badge on the rear. Then, of course, you just had standard taillights. I kind of like the way they sculpt out.
Right.
You know, they start in and come out, so even the taillights are sculpted.
Right.
And then you've got the black paint on the outside, the chrome trim, and then I don't know what you call this right here.
Silver.
This is
silver, like a matte silver.
Like a matte silver, but it's got a different texture, I guess is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, it does have texture to it.
Yeah, it's a nice offset to the smooth chrome that goes around. It's just a really, really nice look. Can we look in the trunk? Now, big trunk. First of all, you got your spare tires. We can often, see mounted on the side there.
It's about a 3-body.
Okay, yeah, a 3 Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh, okay.
And then you've got the bumper jack.
Right.
And then, of course, right here in front of us, we got this number matching motor and drivetrain.
Right. Yes, it is.
Okay. That is a big trunk. Not a lot of padding on the outside. You got the sort of the carpet on the floor, and then just sort of the bare trunk everywhere else.
Well, they kind of wanted a light, to do a little race with, if you will, instead of weighing it down with luxuries, however you want to say that.
Yeah.
But,
I noticed that on the spare tire that the rim is painted green to match the car.
Absolutely, just like the other Ford.
Would that have been original? Or would that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it would.
All right. So you didn't get the fourth, you didn't get the 5th magnesium rim for your spare, but you got a color matching spare.
There you go.
Okay, you got the replica sticker on the inside of the trunk.
Right, how to raise, lower the car.
Yeah, all those little details that are fun to see.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll close this.
Sure.
All right, so this is an automatic. So
yes, it is.
Was what, one of 6 that had the torque flight?
Torque flight, yes, sir.
Wow. So, I mean, this has several unusual characteristics about it. Sort of a...
And it was all dwelling towards high performance.
Yep.
But you could still drive it go
like an
grocery
everyday driver
shopping
if you
with it.
wanted to.
Absolutely.
Right. You know, one of the things I noticed when we were driving it is just how wide it is.
Big time, yeah.
You know, it's huge. And notice the sort of the bare essential interior. I mean, it's got some luxuries, but there's no center console at all.
Oh.
You got a huge area between you and the passenger. And it's even big in the back.
Right, yeah.
You know, you've got the seats, they move forward, backwards, and then you can use a lever to tilt these.
Right, yeah.
Right, just to get in and out of the back,
Right.
not to adjust them. Okay, which was fairly standard for the time.
I'm saying I don't know if that was a mandated deal by government that you had to have the locking backs on the front seats, maybe. I couldn't
Yeah,
swear
because you
to
can't, and some early cars, they didn't. You could
Right.
just pull the seat and it would go forward.
Right, yeah.
Easier for an accident, that way you fly through the windshield a little faster. It's like propelling.
Right, exactly.
All right, so looking at down the front here, you know, you just got your standard, accelerator and brake pedal, and you got your parking brake. Again, the extra large brake pedal.
Again, yes, sir. You're right.
Your hood release, you got your high and low beam switch on the floor.
Floorboard, yes.
Okay, and then, you know, over here they're fairly well labeled, but you got your light switch here,
Yeah.
you got your dome lights, you got your flashers, you got your convertible top button, you got your washer button, and then you've got our high, off, medium, or high speed wipers, right?
Yeah, 3-speed.
Okay, and these ones are not grasshopper, these ones are just standard windshield.
Yeah.
We've seen some grasshopper types, but not
true.
on GTX, but...
And don't forget the smoker's windows.
Ah, yes, and then on the doors themselves, you've got this wood grain. And again, I believe this is real wood.
It seems to be.
I don't think this is a fake piece. I think it's real. You got the nice chrome trim. You got the standard window handle. You got the push out smoker's window here.
There you go.
You got this. Okay, you got the standard hand operated quarter window.
Right.
And then of course just your door release.
Yeah.
And then, but no door pocket.
No.
You did have a little bit of extra trim right here.
Right.
And, I mean, pretty plain. And then, metal on the top and vinyl on the bottom.
So basically you had a high performance car with some of the luxuries that you would like you said, where there was a radio and power brakes and, all this stuff that went with it.
All right, so if you know whether this is fake wood or real wood trim, on here on the doors, let us know. Leave a comment down below. It certainly feels real. You can see the wood grain pattern in it. So I tend to think it is, but if you know for sure, let us know in the comments down below. In the back, you had, of course, standard roll-up windows.
Right.
The wood trim continued. You did have an armrest.
Right. But only one ashtray in the rear.
Oh no, there's one on this side too.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, there's 2 ashtrays.
Okay.
One on each side, but
I was just testing
you didn't have a lighter.
I was just testing you. No, you're right on that, yeah.
There was no lighter.
Yeah.
So you could smoke all the smokeless cigarettes you wanted.
And then
use
some.
that ashtray to your heart's content, just no lighter. I do like the Plymouth emblem in the back seat right here.
Yeah.
But that's not a speaker again.
No, it isn't.
And you had what? You had just an AM radio.
Yes, yeah, just regular way.
Then down here you had some controls for volume and tuning and the tone, treble, and bass. Yeah. Then underneath the dash you actually had a heat selector.
Right.
And then you had a fan switch.
Right. Yes. Yes.
And then this would have been just your front ashtray and lighter.
Yeah.
And then you had a cubby hole.
Right.
And it was a locking one.
Yes. Yeah.
And then of course, you had the GTX badging right on the front dash there.
Yeah.
Which is, it's nice. If you're going to buy the GTX, you like to have some of that badging.
Yeah.
Of course, your gear selector was right up here. Do you know how many gears it had? It was automatic, but
I believe it was 3-speed automatic.
3-speed automatic. And you did have a 2 and a 1 if you wanted to drop it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And of course, your turn signals, but no tilt, right?
Correct.
No tilt on here.
No tilt.
Now, the top isn't up, Rick, but if the top was up, it was a black, vinyl?
Vinyl, yes.
Okay, and did it have plastic windows or glass windows?
I believe it was plastic. No, it was real.
That's glass.
That is true glass.
So they actually had a glass back window. No defroster built into it, doesn't look like, but it had actual glass instead of plastic.
That's right, yeah.
Ooh, another top of the line kind of a thing.
Yeah.
All this metal trim on the outside. You know, it looked great, but I'm thinking if you're out driving in the hot sun, don't put your arm up here to rest. You're gonna get a suntan where you didn't expect it.
Well, put it this way, I think you'll only do it once.
You only do it once. There you go. Let's see. Oh, this also had one other additional package on it, Rick. That was the light package. Yeah. So the light package, Rick, was that just? I mean, that didn't have to do with the headlights, the taillights.
Right.
That had to do with what?
The interior.
Okay, stripping it down.
Right.
Just kind of making sure you got rid of some other things, lightening the light weight a little bit.
Ounces add up to pounds eventually. So.
Yep. So stripping it down a little bit, you get a little more performance out of it.
Exactly. You're right.
Okay. Well, Rick, thank you so much yet again for pulling another beautiful example of a classic car out for us to take a look at today.
And I really appreciate you folks taking the time, and hope and pray to God you could come back here again.
I don't think that'll be a problem, Rick.
Alrighty.
Thanks for watching.
So that's a wrap on another fantastic vehicle, and we really want to say thank you to the great folks here at the Shed in War Road, Minnesota. And this is Rick and this is Doug. You saw them in their videos. And of course the owner, who's not here right now, but we do want to give a shout out to Bob Marvin as well. But before we leave you, make sure to leave a comment below, click that subscribe button, and
ring that bell notification so you never miss one of our videos.
That's it. So thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Rick, Doug, and me. We'll cut that part out.
Yes, we will.
I almost tried.